we need to work on surface area. We had a great lesson today, and you did a great job when we took apart boxes and we opened them to make a net, which is this open box right here. This is called a net, and that is being able to visually see these closed shapes and open them up and see what sides they have. Now we know that this box over here has 6 sides, and it looks like it's open right now, but it does have 6 sides because it has the roof on it. And this is it, the same one open. So this is the top. Here's the number. Here's 1. I'm going to number them for you. Here's 2. This is another side. Here's 3. This is the bottom portion. Here's 4. And then here are the sides. Here's 5 and 6. So each piece of this box has 6 sides. That's really important to remember when we're talking about area, surface area. Surface area is if I wanted to cover this whole box with wrapping paper, how much area does every surface on this box add up to? And let's not forget this word right here, area. You know area. Area equals length times width. Okay, so surface area is adding up all these surfaces areas. So I'm going to do it over here. Let me get some of this erased. I'm going to get rid of, it's going to be a lot of pen tonight, so I better get good at this, right? Oh goodness, it's not letting me erase. So I wanted to show you this, another way to organize it. I want you to think of each side of the box as a different problem. So number 1 side, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now in order to get all of, to find the surface area of this box, I have to find the area of all these sides, 1 through 6. And then all I have to do is add them up. So let's keep thinking about this. This is going to give us our surface area, this answer over here. But let's get started. So I'm going to try to color code. I thought that kind of helped in class today. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try it again. Let's talk about this front face right here, this little side one here. It is facing me, so I wanted to talk about it first. Now let's find a good color. I'm going to try some magenta. Let's see if it works. Let's do a thicker pen here. If I were to color this in, oh goodness, look at it color in. This side is magenta. Okay. Now where would that one match up? It would match up down here. Excellent. So this is the same, I think I used a big pen here. The same space right here is the magenta color. Now can you visually see that? We're going to cover up our 4. Can you visually see how that matches? Now which one also matches? Remember we talked about opposite sides are equal. So let's try it. Right here, this is the same piece. I'm going to get stuck here with this, with my red lines. All right, so if I want to get really fancy, I could get in and put a little magenta. Well, there it goes. Not going to work. Well, it kind of works. You can kind of see it. Now on here, this is the one that matches up. So I'm going to put it over it like this. All right, so now you see where the sides match up. Oh, I kind of like that better. It's like a highlighter. So these 2 sides are the same as these 2 sides. My number 2 and this was number 4 when you saw over it. So I have to find out what is the area of these 2 sides. Well, here I'm going to try it with this color, with the black pen. I have to know that along the bottom here, the measurement is 10 meters. That's what this label is telling you right here. This line right here is 10 meters. Now back here, this is a little 4 meters, and that's talking about the height of the box. Well, we know that if that's 4 meters, then this has to be 4 meters as well, because it's the same height, the box right there. So I'm going to put a little 4 there to remind me. So if I look at this carefully, although I totally smeared it, this box is 10 meters in length and 4 meters in width. So to find the area of this space, I have to do 10 times 4 because it's length times width of this little box. So 10 times 4 is 40. 40 meters. Now this space is the same as this right here. Let's not forget that, 40 meters. Are you seeing that visually, how it's the same? I think that was confusing today when first we saw it in a net and you thought that was good, but then when you saw it closed up, it was really hard. Now the best part about doing this is opposite sides are equal. So if this is 40 meters, so is this, 40 meters. So that means on the net, this also would be 40 meters. Now, I covered up that little 4 over here because it was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was the fourth face. We can start filling in our problem. I've answered number 2, which was 40. And I figured out number 4 was also 40. All right, let's keep going. We have more faces to fill in. So let's try, make this a big jumbled mess. Let's try this side before we get too messy here. I'm going to try let's try yellow. It might be a highlighter again. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Ah, it's very big. All right, well, you get the point. Oh, it did do a highlighter. That looks good. Well, you know, opposite sides are equal. So this side is yellow, and let's try this side again. Because these are the two sides we're paying attention to. There we go. That's kind of nice. I like that. Well, these two sides are the same as, can you see which one on the net? They're right here. Number 5 and number 6. They're the little narrow sides here. I'm going to put them all the way up. And I think I found the highlighter pen. I like it. What do you think? It's turning out better, huh? So we're looking at these two spaces now. Now visually, can you tell? All right, now I want you to think about how to find the area of these two spaces. Again, area is length times width. So let's look at the length. All along this length here, it is labeled right here. It's 8 meters. That 8 sitting right next to it stands for this length. And you notice again on the side, the height or the width here, the length and the width is 4 meters. It's talking about that space. So if I went all the way down, okay, it's 8 by 4. Well, we know length times width, you just multiply the two. So I would do 8 times 4 equals 32. So the area of this space right here is 32 meters squared. You know what? I did not write that over here. Can't forget that. 40 meters squared. I'm just going to keep writing it so you don't forget it. Meters squared. So this one, where would this one be over here? It's number 6 would be 32 meters squared. Okay, that needs a squared. You should be marking me half off, right? And opposite sides are equal. So if this is 32 meters squared, then this is 32 as well, meters squared. So let's come over into the problem, into the net, and write it down as well. 32 meters squared. Are you starting to see how it's related? All right. All that we have left is the bottom of the box and the top of the box. Better fill in, though, our numbers so far. So number 5 was 32 meters squared, and number 6 was 32 meters squared. Ta-da! I have 2 left, number 1 and number 3. That would be this space and this space. Oh, this is going to be a mess, huh, with doing the highlight, with doing the pen. Let me see what I could do. I don't know what color this is going to be. Oh, green. Perfect. All right, so I have to do this space last. Oh, out of the edges. That's okay. It's a highlighter. Woo! Color it in. Ta-da! We're going to do that space, and we're going to do this space, because this is the bottom of the box and the top. Now, it's hard to see if I were to color it in over on our actual box, but I'll attempt just the bottom here. Let me just do the bottom. You'll get the idea about the top, right? It looks like it's colored in. Ta-da! There you go. You can kind of see it. I'm not going to do the top because obviously it's kind of hard to do. But let's talk about this now that I have color everywhere. How do we see what is the length and the width of this shape? Well, you have to kind of look carefully. Go back to our original length over here, and that was 10 meters. And let's look at this side. It's along here. This is 8 meters. Do you all see it? So this right here is really 10 by 8. There's the length and there's the width. So our math problem would be 10 times 8 equals 80. So the area of this space would be 80 meters squared. You know opposite sides are equal, so this would be the same. This would also be 80 meters squared. And there's our disappearing. Now we can fill in with our original problem over here, where we were keeping track of each of the faces. So this would be 80 meters squared, and this would be 80 meters squared. I am really close to adding these up now. I know my addition sign is way down here, so let me change that. Let's move our line up a little closer so that you can tell that we're going to be adding these. We want to add all 6 faces. That's why I numbered them. I wanted you to see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces, and you add up all the areas of each face in order to find surface area. So let's do it. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 4. We add this up. I'm going to try to find groups here. It's not really working. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 8 is 20, plus 4 is 24, plus 3 is 27, and 3 is 30. So it would be 304 meters squared. Don't forget, you have to add meters squared or else you will get half off on your problem. So the surface area of this box right here is 304 meters squared. Finding surface area is just like finding the area. You just find the little areas of all the different surfaces of a box. If it's easier for you when you're doing these problems to draw out the net, draw it out. Sometimes I have students who number each side and then list them like I did over here. List the numbers. Make sure you get all the faces. Find the area of each of the faces and then just add it together, and that will give you your surface area. I hope that helped tonight. Keep playing this video. You can solve this problem. Bye.